Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel, which is where you are right now, nearly closing in on 2,000. Should have 2,000 up by the end of the weekend. I'm thinking maybe the end of next week, certainly. My goal, at the very least, is by the beginning of October to have 2,000 pieces of content up for you on this channel. Anyway, this is the Superstars of Wrestling Review series for July 30th, 1994. Shawn Michaels accompanying Diesel. Diesel, of course, still your Intercontinental Champion at the time. He is facing off in an enhancement talent match with, let's see here, Dale Torborg, 148, 1 foot on his opponent's chest, after boot to the face for the pin. Diesel, Kevin Nash, not needing to do a lot, doesn't need to do a lot at 7 foot or close to 7 foot tall, and luckily they don't have him do an abundance of stuff. I actually hate the psychology of guys doing a whole bunch of stuff when they're big guys. Anyway, forearms, basic stuff, knees in the corner, punch kick, basic things there. The tease for the upcoming Heart Attack tour across the United States is here. Paul Bearer promises that the his Undertaker, will return at um, the eventual run of the mill, and then this match, or this particular episode, July 30th, 1994, one of the best superstars, easily of the year, maybe of the second half of the 90s, so like 93 through 96, 97, when the show's off the air. This is a match you got to go out of your way to see. Bob Backlund and Bret Hart. It still holds up today, all these years later, nearly 30 years later. Greco-Roman knuckle lock between the two. Very basic maneuver along the way. Bret kind of comes in on Bob, arm drags, and every move matters. Bret trying to grind his former champion and his adversary into the ground. Hangs onto the arm for several minutes. Gets hammerlock and holds him there for a good bit as well. They give them probably 20 minutes, if not longer, for the whole match and the post match angle. Switches to a arm bars and works the arm for several minutes. Drop toe hold attempted by Backlund, and after taking a couple elbows and other strikes to the top of the arm, drop down, and then Bret Hart, pretty aggressive here, hits a swinging punch. Then we see Backlund with a pile driver, gets a near fall. They go to commercial, very rare at the time, but a long enough match to go through commercial here. Then we see the match come back. Abdominal stretch by Bob Backlund, holding on to his adversary here, looking like he's going to get the submission. Bret Hart kicks out of that and manages to get Backlund into the corner. Pretty aggressive series of maneuvers along the way there, and ultimately, it's then you see a big body slam. Backlund then coming back and hitting the planted slam. Backlund not exactly happy with all that's going on in that particular situation. Managing to, you begin to see about the 22-minute mark in the program, a bit of frustration. Guys go out to the floor, and Backlund sends his opponent back into the ring. Brawl on the floor after a kind of a double underhook deal there. And then we see Backlund trying to pick up Bret Hart, getting frustrated and claiming that he has or is just about to win the match. The facials of Bob Backlund, a pretty big thing, but a small package win for Bret Hart leads to a good run. Backlund is nearly in tears after not winning, and then goes back and slaps the cross-face chicken wing on Bret Hart post-match. He's completely snapped. This is the beginning of the Backlund heel turn. I don't know that he's completely 100% turned here. I think they tease that he has snapped and apologizes and then does a complete turn a few weeks later. But this match, 20 minutes on television in 1994, worth going out of your way to see if you like psychology, if you like storytelling in matches. Owen Hart promises to eradicate Bret once and for all. Jim Neidhart stands by. Odd to me that they don't really talk about Bret and Neidhart being tag team champions. Also, the hype for the Intercontinental title match with Diesel and Razor Ramon here. Hype for Tatanka and Lex Luger going at it eventually here. Again, the anger of the the turn and everything associated there. Pretty big deal going forward. Adam Bomb in an enhancement talent match with a guy who probably is a little too stocky to be in there, perhaps. Not exactly. Adam Bomb pinning Joe Sullins, 121 pump handle slam. Fan by the name of Brian Warren is the guest ring announcer for the match. Adam Bomb again hits the pump handle slam after a shoulder tackle and a couple other basic things. Nothing of major note. Then we see the Undertaker with Ted DiBiase, so the heel Undertaker against Matt Hardy. Yes, that Matt Hardy, 108, with a tombstone piledriver and hitting all the major Undertaker spots, flying clothesline, and then the tombstone piledriver. Hardy is announced as Brian Hardy at the beginning of the match instead of Matt. He's stuffed into a body bag as we move forward here, and that will close this particular occasion. Again, that Bret Hart Bob Backlund match certainly worth going out of your way to see at the time, and again, just a good deal there. Also, not worth mentioning, but we'll mention anyway, the Leslie Nielsen hunting for the true identity of The Undertaker. Again, worth checking out. We will continue right after this.